Hey guys, how's it going? We're finally here. It's my microphone stand finally came, so we can finally get on with recording this Let's Play. And this, you have no idea guys, is extremely exciting for me. I've been waiting to be able to do this for what seems like weeks now. I've been ready and waiting, and everything now is finally in order. However, there is one little problem. And this problem is that my pop filter has not arrived yet, still. After all this time, my pop filter still is not here. So there might be some sharp pop noises for the first episodes until my pop filter arrives. But with enough rambling said, I think you guys and myself have waited long enough to do this. Let's create our character. So I decided that the character that we would create would be an Asura. Now we're going to go with a female Asura because the male Asuras look kind of bad unless you can use the total makeover kit and get them looking cute-ish. So with a female Asura we're going to actually pick Elementalist, and this is what we're going to go with. We're going to go with a female Asuran Elementalist. Now I've known from like the beginning that this is what I wanted to do for this Let's Play. I have never seen the Asuran story, the personal story, past level 10. So I'm really excited to see. I think it's level 10 anyway. I might have shot through it and skipped the cutscenes for the achievements, but I didn't pay much attention at all. So let's get started. We want kind of a small one, so we'll just pick the normal one. So let's first of all choose her marking. So let's find the one that I like. See, I like this marking quite a lot. So I like her to be dark with like a light strike through her. Just got to find that perfect colour. Ash, that might be the one. Or maybe dark, yeah, we'll go with dark grey actually, because, yeah, okay. That's one we'll pick dark grey. So now we can go back here, and actually I kind of like the contrast between these two colours, so we're going to leave that. So we'll go to head options. Now for head options, the only hair that I like out of the starting set is this hair. And, you know, we'll make it rusty brown. Or should we? Yeah, we'll make it rusty brown for now. So on with the face. We're getting through this pretty quick. I'm really excited to start playing. So if we look through the faces, we can see some of them look really freakily horrible and just terrible. But some of them are really quite cute. I really like this one and this one. That one's cute and that one. But I think for this Let's Play we're going to roll with this one. Ears, I like little ears because when you're casting as an Asura, your ears go up, and with big ears it looks really weird. So small ears it is. So with our face detail, I want our eye colour to be sunlight, or actually maybe a bit darker. Yeah, this one, pale orange. That's the eye colour we're going with because I really like it. It kind of reminds me of like a fire mage, so that's why we'll go with that. So for all of this, where you can customize your nose and everything, if I mess around with this, I'll probably just mess up the character. So we're going to leave her like that for now. So for the dyes, I guess we can leave them for now until we get in the game. So I study all the elements, but I wear a gem that symbolizes my love of. We can choose water, fire, earth, or air. So we'll go with, should we go with, let's have a look, shall we? Let's go with fire for this. I'm not even, that probably doesn't make a difference, to be honest, that first choice. Now, trouble may follow me, but I use my to overcome it. Now the problem here is that this system actually got removed. The whole, whether you're charming, dignified, or ferocious, all that got removed. So this screen here is pointless. Now I don't know why they haven't got rid of it yet. Maybe it's just hardwired in and they can't get rid of it. But we'll just go with dignity, I suppose. I'm a member of the College of, so I guess I can read through these. Statics is builders and architects. They make up the College of Statics and the build to last. So basically these are the guys that build stuff. If you've actually played the living story, you can kind of, I think, is it Tammy? I think she says it, don't quote me there, where she said, I'd rather build stuff than talk about building stuff. That's basically what the statics are. So dynamics produce gizmo makers. So I guess they kind of make little gizmos and gadgets. And the synergetics, they study how energy patterns and alchemagical. Really? Yeah, I guess I'm not saying that word. Basically, I believe the synergetics create and study kind of forms of magic. So we're gonna go with statics. We're gonna be the builders. So my first invention was the Val-A Golem. So you can rather have a golem, a teleporter basically, or an infinity ball. Now I want to see the infinity ball, so we'll pick that. My first advisor, the one who taught me almost everything that I know. Almost everything I know. Almost. That's quite cool. It kind of is very Asura in that. So I don't know, we could, because we're a female, we'll go with Zinga because she's another female. And we'll pick a name. So I already have that name apparently. I already have that, so let's, there we go. There's a name. Very simple.
I am Asura. I personify genius. My ancestors were driven from the heart of the earth, forced to live in this bright, wide world. Of course, we've excelled. We exceed expectations in everything we do. With Golem and Gate and Arcane Crystal, we have asserted our supremacy in this land and made it our own. We will not move another inch. Not for dragons, not for anyone. By studying the eternal alchemy, we learn to see the world as a concrete framework. I believe that a steadfast structure requires a firm foundation. I belong to the College of Statics. I surround myself with individuals I respect, and who respect me. Collaboration induces excellence. The crews of my college are builders, planners, creators. I've just been informed that defective golems, not mine of course, are causing havoc out in the jungle. Whatever the imbeciles outside the city have broken, I'll fix, and make my name doing so. In time, I will construct the edifice of a better world, a world devoid of chaos and destruction. This is my story.
Alright, so there we go. We now know our story. Now, this Let's Play is going to go hopefully very smoothly, but you guys are going to have quite a bit of input. You're going to be telling me what to do and where to go to gain the levels. So for this first episode, what I will do is I'll get out of the tutorial and then I will maybe do one more story mission. Maybe. It's just depending on how long we've been going for. So I guess another thing is I'm going to play this like you've never played Guild Wars before, so I may go over things. That's what I always tell them. I may go over things that you guys obviously already know, but hopefully you can forgive that and yeah. So we're going to talk to Rob here. There's a catastrophic glitch in the golem control system. In brief, they've all gone completely loopy. Find the Peacemaker, Gezi, and she'll get to the bottom of it. Peacemakers, they're no help. Sure they are. Well, some of them are. Okay, a few are. But Gezi's one of them. One of the good ones. Alright, I'll see what I can do. So off we go on our first quest, I guess. So here's our little character. I think she's adorable, so that's always a plus. So let's go find Gezi. So, oh well, she was easy to find, or he, I guess.
Good tidings, citizen. It's pure chaos out here. Unacceptable. What's going on?
Just what it looks like. These golems have gone mad. Zojja suspects someone tampered with them. And by someone, she means the inquest.
Zojja's rarely wrong. Don't tell her I said rarely, by the way. If it is the inquest, she's going to need help. Where can I find her?
At the malfunctioning gate that's spitting out these deranged golems. She claims she could feel them on the other side of the gate laughing at us.
Not for long. I'm going to help Zojja shut down the problem at its source. Thanks for the information.
So I guess I was right by saying female at the beginning. Looks kind of male-ish. So obviously one thing in the game that you can do is you can dye your armor. Now this armor looks terrible at the moment, so all I'm really going to do is dye everything black. So everything now is black, and then what I do is just apply that. And because I've played a little bit of Guild Wars 1, I played through Prophecies and got myself 10 points in the Hall of Monuments. I have this set of armor, and this set is called the Heritage set. So I'm basically going to be wearing that for now until we get some better looking armor. So we'll go back into dyes really quickly, and we'll put white on all the trim.
Don't panic. This is just a temporary
So there we go. So off we go. We're going to go to the portal. We're going to go through it and see what's going on with these golems, because for some reason they're acting up, and that's never a good thing when there's golems running around rampant. So yeah, like I was saying, you guys are going to have a lot of input onto this series, because I want you to tell me what you want to see. So if you guys want to see dungeons at a certain level, if you want to see the story modes, if you want to see certain things, then tell me as well, because I have seen 100% of the world, because I have 100% map completion. However, with having 100% map completion, this doesn't mean that I know the most efficient ways of leveling. So if you guys can give me some pointers, I know basically how to get to level 10 in about an hour or so, but that's about it. Maybe 2 to 3 hours actually. So here's Zojja.
Snap's footnote has joined our little party. And she brought friends.
Teo? Oh, for a second there I thought someone dangerous was behind this.
Oh, spare my tender feelings. It's true. I'm not dangerous. But these golems are. Here, let them show you what dangerous really means.
So because I picked the Elementalist class, we are basically a mage. In any other game we would be considered a mage, but in Guild Wars in Guild Wars 2 anyway, it kind of works a little bit different. You basically have these attunements that you can go into. Now, Elementalists and Guild Wars are one of 2 classes that can't weapon swap, but they have multiple attunements and things to go into. So right now we have to stop these guys from messing around with the golems, so that we don't have to fight the golems and we can just kind of skip past them. However, I wasn't fast enough just then, but now we can use our Dragon Tooth ability. But yeah, like I was saying, we are one of 2 of the classes that cannot switch weapons. However, we do get 4 attunements, so in effect we get 4 weapon swaps instead of 2, which I think is pretty cool actually. However, this does cause a lot of controversy on how the best way to do DPS is, because people think that you should always be switching attunements. Like, for example, Greatsword Warriors may stick in Greatsword for most of the time, use all the cooldowns, but then wait for cooldowns to come off cooldown without switching weapons. However, I know probably the best way to part with DPS would be to have an axe in mace as well, because I obviously play a warrior as my main. But some people think that the best way on Elementalist to do damage would be to switch all the attunements, use all your cooldowns, and then switch back through them. So as you saw right there, we used the skill called Phoenix. Phoenix is a really, really cool skill because it does. It's a really nice skill. I'll show you it again in a second. It's a ground targeted ability, so you can just fire it off like that. And it is also an AoE, so when it explodes and comes back, it attacks everybody in a certain area.
Looks like the guest of honor has arrived. Let's take it down.
Alright, so here's our first boss, I guess you could call it. It's not a hard boss, but if you don't know how to dodge, it probably will knock you down and be quite annoying. So I have quite a bit of trouble targeting this boss from time to time, and I'm not really sure why that is. As you can see, it's happening right now. So, there we go. I've managed to target it finally. So you just basically put in as much damage as you can over a short period of time. So obviously, being an Elementalist, I should obviously switch into water attunement as well. But I obviously right now haven't unlocked any of the water spells. This is a bad thing because obviously I'm just stuck casting ice shards instead of flicking through all my different attunements and using all my cooldowns. So we've got another Phoenix up, so we can use that again. And there we go, that's the first boss dead. He's a pretty easy boss because he's the tutorial boss. It's not supposed to be very challenging. Alright. So now we're in I always called it Matricia province, but I think it's Metrica, but I'm not sure. I've always called it Matricia. Okay, so this right now, this is what happens when you complete a personal story mission. You get, basically, it's kind of like the closest Guild Wars comes to, I guess, real questing that happens in other MMOs, and basically you get to pick a reward. I'm going to go with a dagger for now. So, we've actually covered quite a bit. Well, actually not quite a bit. We've barely even scraped the surface off this wonderful game. But basically, I'm going to end this first episode here, guys. We've been going for about 15 minutes now, so I think the best thing to do would be to end it here and let you guys put some feedback in. Tell me what you want to see, which zones, and in what order. And if you want to see any dungeons or anything, then we can do that as well. So guys, until next time, bye-bye.